What would you teach about money to your children? Have you ever wondered, what do I teach? When do I start? Well, you can start very early. As long as they're when they're 3 4 years old, you could give them many coins and ask them to pick up value. They'll start doing it. They'll find, then give them more shiny coins and less shiny coins. Ask them to, as long as the kid will not put the coin into their mouth, that's fine. You can start them on coins. Obviously they will not understand notes as of now, but starting them on coins is not a bad idea. But once they're 5 6 7 years old, you start taking them to the shop and asking them to hand over the money. Therefore they know that if there is some amount to be given, you to give money and they get back, so they see money. If you keep swiping your card, they think, oh, there is this magic card where I can go and swipe, whether it is 770 700 or 7 lakhs, it doesn't matter, I have to just swipe the card. That's not true. Teach them money, let them touch, let them feel, let them give, and by the time they are in third standard, fourth standard, they understand the arithmetic. By the time they are in sixth standard, fifth standard, sixth standard, they can also give the money, calculate how much they should get back, involve them in all that. Let them know that a packet of bread will cost 30 rupees or 40 rupees, a packet of milk will cost about 50 rupees, a house will cost about a couple of crores, a car will cost about a million or a million plus, right? They should have an idea as to what it is. They should not, suddenly say a bread costs 80 rupees or, things like that. And speak to them in a language which they understand. So when you say you will not buy your daughter a Barbie doll, say, right now my financial position is such that I do not think that is a priority. That brings us to another nice topic. When you sit with your children and they have a lot of toys, pick up all the toys and show the ones which they really used and the ones which they did not use. This they will understand is the difference between price and value. All toys had a price, right? You paid money and you got it. Some you got as a gift, but it still had a price. Somebody paid for it. But the ones which really got used well are the ones which you derived value. So value has to be derived by you, price everybody pays, right? So then by the time they are in 7th standard, 8th standard, or even from 6th standard, you take them to the flea market and show them the prices, so that they don't swoon over Facebook or any of the websites and say, oh, only 300 rupees, only 400 rupees. When you take them to such shops and you see items available for 25 rupees and 30 rupees, they suddenly realize, wow, there are many ways of buying a product. One of them is to come to the flea market. Maybe I'll come with my friends once in a while, and this is exactly how I will buy. I will not just fall for it. It teaches them 2 3 things. One, it teaches them patience. They will not get into that I want it now, immediately kind of stuff. They don't. One way of teaching that I have found is asking them to buy a big slab of chocolate, which could be an Amul chocolate or a Cadbury chocolate. Now these have small bits. So buy them a big slab and ask them to eat one bit a day. It's not easy. Not having chocolates at home and not eating is different. Having chocolates at home, kept in the fridge, removed, and to eat one piece a day, make sure that during this period they don't get any other chocolates from anywhere else. So they are teaching their stomach and their brain that you have got to wait till tomorrow to get another piece. Make a rule that they cannot eat more than 2 pieces in one day, which they can eat forward or backward. So they can give up one day and eat the next day, but they cannot accumulate more than one. I mean, one for the day and one of the previous day and one of the next day. If they fall ill or there is something in between, abandon the game. You can start the game later. But this is a great game to play, and teaching children patience. This is something which you have to do, because their school, college, office, nobody is going to teach them any of the stuff which I am talking about. They are not going to teach them pursuing happiness. They are not going to teach them how to deal with money. None of this is going to be taught. They will get into a rat race, start earning money. Money will lie in the savings bank account. It is your job to teach money to children. It's not that it needs to be a session. It can be during your talk. You tell them this is price, this is value, this is a book on value investing. Then they are bound to ask you, what is value investing? Then you say there is value buying. You go to a shop and buy, it costs so much. You go to a wholesaler and buy, it costs so much. The difference is how you derive value. Not everything has to be bought only in that place. Also take them to shops, take them to hotels where it costs 900 rupees to have a bel puri. It's fine. Show them everything. Okay, then they will pick up. Tell her, tell your daughter, tell your son, this is what is available, this is where you can go, this is what you can afford to go with your friends. When you come with me once in a while, I'll indulge you. That's okay. Do everything. Show them there is money, there is value, there is priority, how you will pay, and during COVID times, how you helped and, you know, pay for a cook, pay for a driver, pay for any of those people who couldn't support themselves due to this lockdown. Show them there is money which can be used for helping, but there's no money available for wasting. You have got to teach them this. Thank you.